Millions of voices are about to be silenced, and most people don't even realize it. Yesterday, a federal appeals court upheld a law that will lead to the ban of TikTok as early as next month. Now, I'm not a politician, I'm just a tax paying citizen like you. But this TikTok ban affects us all. And if you care about protecting your rights, help me send this message to our congressional leaders. Watch it all the way through and share it. Our voices matter. To our congressional leaders, we, the people, the very foundation of this nation, stand today with one voice to address a critical issue: the TikTok ban that's set to take effect on January 19th. We challenge this decision not out of defiance, but out of duty. Duty to preserve our rights, our freedoms, and our democracy. This ban is justified under the guise of national security, yet no concrete evidence has been shared with the American people. If this platform poses such a threat, then we demand transparency. Show us the proof. The people deserve clarity and not vague assertions. Anything less undermines the very principles of accountability and representation that this government was built upon. TikTok is more than an app. It's a modern day public square. It empowers millions of Americans to create, to express, to inform, and even to earn. In an economy where many struggle with skyrocketing inflation, unaffordable housing, and outrageous medical costs, TikTok provides a lifeline for creators, small businesses, and those seeking unfiltered and uncensored information. Shutting it down is not in the interest of the people. It is an assault on their voices. Throughout history, moments like the Boston Tea Party remind us of the cost of a government that ignores its people. In 1773, Americans revolted against a system that taxed them without representation. Today, we see a government that silences millions of voices without justification. Meanwhile, billions in taxpayer dollars are spent on foreign aid while our own citizens face homelessness, hunger, and despair. This disconnect between government priorities and the needs of the people is glaring. How can lawmakers justify stifling a platform that reflects the democratic ideals of free speech and self reliance? Now, let me be clear: we are not radicals. We are Americans. We are the taxpayers, the creators, the small business owners, and the dreamers who built this country. And today we demand two things: transparency and accountability. Revise this law, provide clear evidence of the national security concerns, or repeal it entirely. Anything less is a betrayal of the people that you were elected to serve. This is not just about an app. This is about freedom. This is about representation. This is about ensuring that, as our Declaration of Independence so boldly proclaims, governments derive their powers from the consent of the governed. Hear us now. Revise the law, represent the people, or risk losing the trust of the very nation you swore to protect. Now, to my fellow Americans, my brothers and sisters all across this great nation, as stated earlier, I'm a nobody. I'm just a regular taxpayer. I work a Monday through Friday job trying to make ends meet. I'm sitting here a few weeks away from Christmas trying to figure out whether I can push my car payment off another week so I can put presents under the tree. I just came out of a terrible month with way too many doctor's visits, a hospitalization for one of my children, and I'm struggling just like every single one of you. And I got a baby coming next month. We got to figure that out too. So, this platform has allowed me to add a little bit of extra income. Now, I'm not making bank. I'm not making 10, 20, 30,000 like some of these other creators on TikTok. I got such a small following, I'm lucky to get $3 to $5 a day. But that $3 to $5 a day adds up. And at the end of the month, an extra $300 in my pocket that I have access to is an insurance payment. That allows me to relieve a little bit of stress in my life and to continue pushing forward. They're taking that away from us. They're taking that away from me. They're taking it away from you. And it's not about the money. It's about the representation. It's about no longer having a voice in this great nation. We have to make change. So if you believe in the message that I just created, if you believe in the message that I want to send, share it out. Use the hashtags at the top of the screen, hashtag save TikTok, hashtag keep TikTok, and help me get this message to our congressional leaders. Thank you for your time. You guys stay blessed. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Scroll on.